If you remove the back plate on your Strat, you'll notice some springs, a block, and a claw. You can have up to 5 springs. I usually like 3. The springs attach to the claw on these 5 hooks. The claw attaches to the guitar body with 2 screws. The springs attach to the plate or block, which has 5 holes for 5 springs. It's also got 6 holes for 6 strings. So this is the block. And when we move the whammy bar, if I press it in, you can see it moves, but it returns back to neutral. So the block goes through the body and attaches to this plate. The plate has this back, which has 6 holes for 6 saddles to attach. The plate attaches to the body with 6 screws. Right there. And then the arm goes through this hole, which screws into the block. So these saddles are really interesting. They're adjustable with Allen or hex bolts or hex nuts or whatever you call them. Hex screws. You can raise the height. You can also adjust the length of the string with a Phillips screwdriver on these 6 screws. But how do you play the thing? One thing you can do is take a chord and just give it a gentle kind of shimmer. Or you can play one note. It gives it a vocal quality. Another idea is you can think of the note, say this A, take the bar, press it down, then play the note and bring it up. You can add vibrato to that. So I usually use a pick and grab the, why do I have a pencil? Grab the bar with my fingers, or you can just kind of give it a karate chop. What else can you do? You can get kind of expressive. You can also get kind of aggressive and just do a bomb. This is the kind of bridge Eddie Van Halen used on the first album on a Strat with those amazing dive bombs. So Hendrix used this. You can just make the most craziest sounds with these. It's an amazing invention, but you really have to keep your tuner handy. It can knock you out of tune. So it's best to get some help setting this up perfectly if you've got a really experienced tech. Otherwise, you can go on YouTube and kind of learn how to set these up. You've got to get the tension correct with these 2 screws. You have to have the right number of springs, and you have to get these 6 screws that attach the plate to the body you don't want to screw them down too tight. There's certain height you want to get with that. And that's it, man. It's just an amazing invention. Thank you, Leo Fender, for inventing this wonderful device. This came out in 1954, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I encourage you to experiment using your Whammy bar. I just call it the Whammy bar. All right. Thank you for stopping by.